Welcome to Ravens Over. Please go to my channel, also hit the notification bell, like this video and share. I thought I'd be married by now. From the prom to the wedding date. Perfect man, perfect life. Doesn't seem like it's in the cards for me. Seems like every time I turn around, I meet another man that's playing a mind game. Looking at my body, want to undress me. Why didn't you just say you just wanted to have sex with me? Was my body good enough for you? Wasn't pleasing enough for your eyes? But yet and still, you made me believe that I was going to be married to you. You had that dream for me, not for myself. My silence is just another word for my pain. Sometimes just get tired. I'm married to two people in love. It's funny how in one person, one always loved the other one more than they love you. But I still love them. You fall in love. And I know you gotta say be strong. You always giving. But I love him. And he always taking. So, baby, we got a lot together. Ripped apart. Broken. Torn apart. Now one broke. I step on my tears. Do you see the glint in my eyes? It hurts. I'm broken. Can you feel that? I loved you on purpose. Don't give up, they say. I'm starting to believe that the men are using me as a pathway to get to men. Sometimes a man hurts every woman who enters his life because his true soulmate is a man. He doesn't want any type of woman at all. He's just using you to get to his real truth. And he doesn't even notice what he's doing because he don't care. I created this channel for people with different support those who support you. There's a PayPal on top. People murdered. One thing, there are a lot of times people can't stand in the truth, but you find one that does support them. Make sure they do not fall within a marginalized community as not being in existence. And you know that there are hard to find people that create a channel that cater to people who are different and stand in the truth. And the allies sit back and say, well, I have no problem with other people. Let me just stand in here and learn something. Support those no judgment who support you. I love you. Stay in your truth. What's up, guys? It is almost 7 o'clock. As you've seen, I'm coming to you a little late today because I have some stuff to do. It's been a long day. I haven't been really fulfilling the promise of ignore. And when I say that, that means that this means that, okay, let's first of all, we know I have anger issues. And the thing is that I try to talk myself off the ledge. A lot of times when it comes to things, especially a person like myself who always holding things inside, we're the kind of people that fall down a lot, but you try to find a way to get back up and help others when we're like an angel flying with a broken wing. So, of course, I told about the guy from the store that bothered me. And I kept asking myself, why is it that it's bothering you so much? Like, what is it that this day is bothering you so much? Because normally, you know, you're pretty good at this stuff. What's going on with you? And I think, like I was trying to tell a friend of mine, is that when you're the kind of person like me, when you hold so much inside, eventually it just erupts. You know, I guess it's called that one day. I guess it was that one day that it happened. And I became upset, you know, and I think about it, I'm always talking to myself, like, why are you so mad? Why are you so upset? Because you normally, you know, you're pretty good at these things. You've been going through your whole life. It's not as if you just get, you're just being unaccepted now. You ain't never been accepted. So why are you making it a big issue as of now? So, and I've been having conversation stuff. However, I will be honest, I was failing the test. I did a prayer, because I pray a lot, a whole lot, and I prayed because I couldn't understand the spirit that's making me so angry. A lot of times we are angry. We actually have a spirit that's in our ear, like agitating us, and we're so angry. You can't see it in the physical eye of a human, but you could feel it as far as, well, if you don't know about it, you wouldn't know you're feeling it. But due to the fact that I'm more in tune with that, as far as spirits doing negativity, whispering things in your ear, agitating you, making you think things, which you would not normally be thinking, but it's irritating you and it's on you, whispering in your ear, and you're thinking that it's you having these negative thoughts, but actually them that's pushing these negative thoughts in your head. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you come inside from a fight and say, why don't you go back out and get him? You know, you have the bully, whether they say people that make you go back out and fight, go out and get him, it's kind of like that, except the person's not there in the physical form. It's just in the spiritual form that's whispering into your ear, and they're agitating you, and they keep making you mad. And the more you're thinking about it, you thinking that it's you thinking about it, but it's actually that spirit that's actually nudging you, have you thinking it's you, but it's not you. It's actually that spirit that's making you go out and have that reaction. Now this is the thing. I called to a friend of mine, and he had a conversation with me. He said some very good valid points, but that was after the fact. Let me stay focused, because you know me, I'm all over the place. Okay. I went outside. I woke up this morning. Let me just say this for the record. I'm not proud of myself. I'm sharing it with you to show you that Raven has flaws, and if y'all need to know more, it's like, girl, I'm running out of pages. You got so many. The thing is, I woke up this morning, and I prayed, and things are still bothering me. You know, somebody messes with you, and the next day you wake up, and you're still mad. I was still mad, and I was like, so I got up this morning, put my sneakers on, put my sweatpants on, stuck my shoestrings deep down in the shoe, took everything, made it ready for fist fight, because I'm coming to go to work. And that's very negative. That's not positive, because I'm supposed to be the kind of person that, remain positive even in circumstances that are very negative, remain positive within itself. But one thing we have to remember, I have a past of a lot of abuse, and sometimes I can't have that conversation with myself when I'm talking to myself through past pain. So I have to try to navigate the whole situation to make it to a positive experience. However, it wasn't quite going that way today. So what I did was, I went outside, I went to the store because I had to go buy some dye to dye my hair black. So I dyed it black. I went to go buy the dye. I went to the store. As usual, I go outside. Everybody stops. Whatever. And at this point, I'm walking and I'm walking. Go to the store and everything. And then that spirit said, girl, it's time to handle some business. And I'm like, you know what? How much can I have to get money on my books? Because you're going to jail. I know I'm going to jail. Look, I already know that. So I'm thinking to myself, forget it. Let me just go out there. Let's have the conversation. Now, let's be honest. I was not going to really have that conversation. I was going to be a little agitated because I'm coming on a negative experience when I'm saying in my head I'm already upset. Now, I'm thinking to myself as I'm walking, and I'm mad, and I'm thinking to myself, Raven, you have to let it go. Well, I didn't want to hear that. So I kept walking on down to the store. I'm heading there, I'm standing there, and through the power of prayer, I believe God has been watching me clearly, blessing me clearly, and the phone rings. Now remind you, I'm headed to the store. I want to be the girl who goes up to the guy or the whoever and say, listen, I really would like to come to the store and just shop and buy my stuff and just leave me alone. That's all I'm asking. Just let me go in the store, make my purchase, and leave. I'm not bothering nobody. I just want to pick up a few things. I just won't go to the store. That's all I want to say.
Now I know what I'm going to say when I get there. So is there a problem? Now see, this is the difference between people who have anger issues versus the people that's more escalate things. When we have an anger issue, we have this whole thing in our mind how it's supposed to go. But when we get there and that one man says, is there a problem to you? You don't say, pop. And then you go into jail because that's an assault. You done hit the man at the end of the day. But due to the fact that I've been doing all these stories online, all I do is says I was threatened for my life. And reality is, I do feel threatened for my life. Because here it is, I go into the store. I feel like a person that's like a bad person just to come shop in the store. So I get to the point where I'm like, I just want to buy some stuff and leave. That's all. Y'all can make fun of me. Y'all can talk to me like a dog. Just let me get my stuff and get out. At least allow me a chance to get out the store. Because now that I'm on y'all so hard and I'm angry, I'm scared to go in there because I know I'm on 10. So anyway, I didn't get that point. I was heading to the store. I'm going to the store. I'm going in already. Everything already ready. Earrings are not in the ear. You could pull the hair, whatever you got to do, because at the end of the day, we just be some crack-a-lackers. Due to the fact that I've had so many fist fights, I pretty much got a lot of fighting skills that I'm going to be giving them, which you're not going to be aware of. But at the end of the day, So, I decided, as I'm going to the store, my phone is ringing. And it was Mr. You-know-who. Well, y'all don't know who, but I'm not going to say his name. So, he's like, what you doing? I said, going to the store. What you about to go do? Tell me that ain't God. He didn't even know. I said, I'm having a disagreement with someone. I need to settle. He said, take your butt on. And I never told this man nothing. He said, go home, Raven. He said, Raven, people are going to be jealous of you. People are going to say things to you. You got to pay these people no mind. You got to lead. You can't let these people get to you. This is a mean world. He said, if they do half of the things to me, he said, if I respond to people the way they come at me, I'll be in jail and under the jail. I said, yeah, I get it. He said, you got to learn how to walk away from people. He probably don't even take his own advice, but at the end of the day, he was trying to feed me food. So I was like, okay, fine. I'm going to go ahead on. He was like, Raven, just go home. He said, listen, don't have me out there fist fighting, knocking somebody out now. How much mental abuse do they expect you to endeavor without walking away? And walking away. It's crazy because it's overwhelming. Everybody has feelings but you. And the thing is, you get tired. You get to the point where you're tired of explaining to people what you're going through. And you're tired of making people, when people are trying to make you into this person who just can't protect themselves. You get really tired. And it gets real old. So, here we go. So anyway, so what happened was, I go on home in the house and we have a conversation and stuff. We started talking. Like the whole thing always go, I miss you. I can't stop thinking about you. And it's cool, because I thought about him a lot, too. And, started talking in reference to relationship and stuff. We met before. And he's single, I'm single. And, see what's going to happen. I can't stop thinking about you. Been in my mind so much. I can't, let it go. I got feelings for you. You got feelings for me. What are we going to do? Let's see what happens. Let's have a relationship. I want to make things, see what happens, where this goes. So we're like, okay, well, I'm not really sure. He said, you just gotta stop being you're so upset. You don't trust nobody. You have trust issues. I said, yeah, that's true. why do I feel like I'm always attacked when it comes to you? I said, you know, because men lie. And I just don't like the fact of me believing in somebody who's lying to me right to my face. Every time I meet a man, I'm feeling him and everything going smooth and everything, and I like him and I'm judged on everything. I'm never good enough. Everything about me. It's always something that just don't seem to make it. And I'm looking at a man that's not even attractive, but judging me on my imperfections and do not want me to say anything about his. So, he's like, I'm not that dude. I'm a good dude. Okay, fine. He's actually the guy. What, those lashes? Remember what them lashes and stuff? And I said, y'all, if you ever the video, I said lashes, for Raven lashes. He's the one bought them. I told you about him too. Anyway, so we started talking and stuff. And I said, well, maybe I have been too mean. Maybe I've been mean. I'm not going to say I'm not. I'm not going to dismiss everything he's saying. I'm going to listen. Some stuff I may not agree with. Some stuff I will. But you know what? I'm willing to listen. You may can show me myself better than I can see myself. So we started talking. Conversation more and more and more. We got into it again. He said something to me. Made me upset. I'm not going to share everything. But you know what I'm saying. So I hung up on him. Called me back. Why do you always got to get upset? Okay, fine. This is my thing. I'm judged all the time. Everything I do is never good enough. But it's good enough to be ridiculed. It's good enough to be judged. And it's good enough to be made fun of. It's good enough for laughter. But everything I do. But the same breath, I can't share this convictions to them because they feel offended. If I ask for a picture, they are offended. But everybody wants tons of my pictures. Oh, you got to pose here, a pose here, pose here. So I can send all my pictures with no problem. But you can't send me a picture. Why is that? So we had conversations. So we talked and everything perfect. So now you might get them butterflies, like, oh my God, could this be true? But before you start butterflying up butterflies, let's just wait. Let's just wait, butterflies. Because before you start circling, let's just see if everything he is what I said. I really like him. And whenever I like a man, I don't trust my judgment when it comes to men. Because whenever I like a man, he's usually a cop or a felon. And nothing wrong with cops. But the thing about, listen, sometimes I meet men in the middle. So it's not like it's always set in stone. But it's usually a cop or felon. He said he's not a felon. He said he's not a cop. But I've always wondered why is that pattern. But the thing is, he's not a cop. So we talked and stuff. But for some reason, my spirit telling me something about them too. He's not telling me the truth, but it is what it is. So we had a little conversation and stuff, and I definitely don't believe he's a cop. You know which one I'm picking. So we started talking and stuff, and conversation. When we met, we didn't have sex. We never had sex. We just really was tuned in. It was like meeting somebody. I don't know how to describe it. It's like the connection was so strong. We didn't have sex. We didn't do none of that stuff. We may have kissed a little bit. Mothers live. It's a body. Listen, you can't take it with you. Got to use it up before you go. So the thing is, like, we didn't use it though. But the thing is, we talked. I felt good. He assured me everything is fine. He became the man that I wanted him to be. He gave the man that filled my spirit. That gave me the missing parts of. He gave me hope. He gave me hope. He did. So we about to hang up the phone and stuff. We talked about different things because it's called the Ellis's, I think. And I was talking about because Ellis, I always watch. I told you I like to watch love shows. So the Ellis's and stuff was talking about marriage. And when you talk about marriage, if a woman gets married to a man, well, obviously they get married, whatever case it may be. We're just gonna say anybody get married. But the thing is, sex and monogamy. So the thing is, when you get married and stuff, you have to have sex with this person even when you're mad, upset, angry, stuff like that. You may not want to, but you do because it's monogamy. When you sign that contract, that goes along with it. Now, the weird thing within that whole conversation, I was shocked because they're like my favorite love couples. Like, I love them so much. You know, sometimes people don't have a life. You kind of live through them. So the thing is, I'm watching them, the Ellises and stuff, and he knew who I was talking about when I talked to him about it. He knew exactly. I asked him, did I shoot? He's like, no. So I'm like, okay, well, you know. So the thing was that he says to me, you know, if we're in a relationship, stuff like that, would he cheat if we got to an argument, you know, and I didn't want to have sex? He was like, no. I said, okay. He said, what about if I brought a threesome? I said, well, if you bring a threesome home with us, it's going to be a problem. Because I ain't sharing. Now, we got to share, then that breaks the bond. Because once you allow a third party into your marriage, the bond is broken, in my opinion. Listen, you into 3, 4, 5 people, that's good. If it works for you, if you like it, I love it. But that's not what I want when it comes to me. Because I do know about the bond being broken when you add a third party. Because y'all get into an argument, you already had sex with somebody else, so y'all can just keep sneaking having sex with that person without that party knowing, in my opinion. Now, so he was like, well, I know you like that. I wouldn't have, you know, I wouldn't cheat on you, you know, it would just be mine, and, you know, we wouldn't do that. So it's fine, perfect, okay. But, you know, it was something I thought was very important, because when I thought about that within sex, that the fact that you're not supposed to step out your marriage and your person want to have sex with you, and then suppose you say, well, I want to have sex with you anyway. They say, come on, let's do it. At that point, you have the sex with your lover or husband, and you don't want to, is that rape. Rape is when you're forced to have sex when you didn't want to. That's called rape. So now, are you raping the person? It's something to think about. I didn't think about that before, but, you know, we talked about it. But it was cool. So, conversation, stuff like that. This is how God works. So he tells me, well, you know I'm married. Excuse me? I thought I told you. So, we've been talking about marriage from day one. We've been talking all this stuff. And you're already married. You got any kids? 1. Oh. How many years you been married? You told me. I'm like, oh. I know some people like, tell the number, baby, in case it's one of my men. I'm not going to give that much information because I'm just don't want to be bothered. I don't want anybody stalking me. I don't know people trying to... Anyway. So I'm like... So if you're married, then why would you tell me you're single? Like, why did you come to my... Why? Because it was something about you. I can't help how I feel. Really? Really? The thing about it is, this is my life. The married men keep calling. The single men don't. So why would I want to get married when I keep having all the married men? I done slept with more married men than a little bit. Everybody's single. They don't have to come and be with me, and mother has lived. We get an entanglement. I'm married, but I don't want to lose you. You ain't leaving me. One done had a baby on me. One got married and pissed off. I mean, it's like, yo. Okay, so you're married. Raven, you've been down this road tons of times. Don't act like you don't know how to deal with it. And they all say the same thing. Well, I don't want to let it go. Okay. Alright. Well, let me just think about it. Married man. Wife home, thinking husband not cheating. He over here with me. And here it is. I'm thinking I'm about to get a husband, about to get married, and you're already married. So what do I do with this information? How do I grow with you? You're already grown. Hell, you got a full-blown family. So what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm supposed to stick around? Think you maybe leave your wife for me? So I could be her now, so you could cheat on me with somebody else too? We're going to change positions. You make me the main chick, make your wife the side chick? I mean, how did this work? You know, the thing is, I was a little taken because that's not what I thought he was going to say to me, because I thought he was single. He's been single for the longest until the end of the conversation. He became married. I guess because I brought it up about breaking the circle. When you cheat, must have messed with him a little bit. But something about him just kept making me think it was a little narcissistic. Because every time we got to arguing, he always blamed me. But listen, everybody blames me anyway, so I don't really know it. When you get blamed for everything all the time, you don't even care no more. You're like, it's my fault. I did it. I don't care. Blame me. It's me. I did it. I made you cheat on me. I made you dog me. I made you beat me up. It's my fault. Whatever. It just goes to show you. Like, it goes to show you what, girl? That if it's a man out there that's a piece of, I can find him. I always said it. That curse is strong. If there was a company and they had billionaires, trillionaires, millionaires, everybody spattered all over the place. Raven, pick your husband. That man that's done killed 10 women, murdered children, raped his mother, father, I'll walk straight up to him. How you doing? He be like, hello, beautiful. I tell you, the curse is real. Anyway. Another married man bites the dust. You know, I don't got time for that. I asked another friend, I said, you married? Nah, you? See, and that's the thing, when they say it like that. First thing I'm thinking, yeah, you married. You're defended. You're defensive. No, you married? One guy I was talking to, he sent, we started a little conversation. He sends me pictures of his, already now. I'm like, really? Really? Alright. So why do I want a man when I seem to be having everybody's man? Even when they married, I can get him. The hell, I didn't sign up for this. I was supposed to get married. I'm supposed to have a picket fence. I'm supposed to come home to my husband with some food, something to eat, watch movies and laugh and talk. I rub his back down. We have conversation about the day. And we talk about life. Building, growing, making our money pregnant. Go to the higher levels. Travel the world. It's been traded in for side chick. Anyway, I just want to share this with you on this wonderful day. My mind is so boggled. Here it is. I'm thinking he came to the rescue. Saving my day. Five minutes after 7. Y'all can tell me how y'all feel about this. The married man continues. At least he stopped me from having a fist fight. That makes sense. Because he didn't want nothing to get bruised up. I guess. Anyway. Tell me what you think. Love you.